What's up, y'all? Good morning. We're about to check out some Karine Jean-Pierre being pressed by Doocy again, and she's going to attempt to explain Biden's false inflation claims. Apparently, those claims have been debunked. And I want to say, please excuse me for my wrinkled shirt. I do want y'all to know that I smell amazing, and I'm in great spirits. God is good all the time, and all the time you're supposed to say God is good. That's what we say in the black churches. Okay, my microphone that one of my people sent me, and I'm excited about it. Like when people send me stuff, thank you.
And President Biden is getting defensive after being pressed on record inflation rates and the state of the economy. In his first press interview in months, Biden tells the AP the notion that his massive COVID spending bill is to blame is, quote, bizarre. In that same interview, the president reiterating false statements that the U.S. has the lowest inflation rate in the world. Fox News' Peter Doocy pressing the White House on this comment. What?
Biden always, well, I think not only Biden, I think whoever's in office or whoever represents the administration that's in office, they, for some strange reason, like to lie. Just tell the truth, man. We're all in this country together. We want to see things go the right way. You don't have to make up anything. You don't have to cover the pancake with sugar honey iced tea and try to tell us that it's syrup. You ain't got to do that. You don't have to feed us that. Just tell us the truth and stop blaming other countries for what we're in. But anyway, let's see how Peter Doocy and Karine Jean-Pierre answer this right here.
Watch.
Why is the president saying that inflation is worse everywhere but here?
Start off last.
As we have said, it is caused by clearly the pandemic, this once-in-a-generation pandemic that we are coming out of, and also most recently the war that Putin started in Ukraine that has caused.
I can't be the only American that's tired of hearing that, and I'm talking about someone who's not left, not right. I can't imagine. Well, I can imagine why his ratings are so low right now, especially when he has someone to go out there and answer for him who can't answer in her own words and explain to the country why things are where they are right now. Like, if you've done this time and time and time again, I'm sure you've seen the press. I'm sure you've heard of the videos people were making. You've heard of Fox News, right? This is not your first time hearing about Fox News. I'm sure you've seen videos where people are saying Peter Doocy destroys Karine Jean-Pierre. You know what I mean? You've seen those videos. I'm certain. So you come in there time and time and time again and saying, I'm sure you all know that we have a once in a lifetime pandemic that we're just now getting over. So there's that, and then Putin, you got Putin. So you got that. So Biden's doing a remarkable job. If it weren't for Putin and the pandemic, we would be amazing. We would be in great shape. And you know that, Doocy. We don't know that.
The war that Putin started in Ukraine that has caused inflation.
Look globally, though. He says that inflation is worse everywhere but here. That's not true. U.S. has worse inflation than Germany, France, Japan, Canada, India, Italy, Saudi Arabia. Well, so why is he saying that?
I think what...
Hold on. This dude just named like 7 to 12 countries that have inflation they're doing better than us. Ours are worse than Saudi Arabia's, man. Like, it's so many different things to say about that. Now, I want to see if she take this opportunity to be authentic, to be honest. Come on, young lady, you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, sister. You have beautiful skin.
And Canada, India, Italy, Saudi Arabia.
Well,
so why is he saying that?
I think what we are saying is that when you talk about inflation, it is a global thing. This is something that everyone is feeling because of coming out of a once in a lifetime pandemic, because of the war that Russia has started in Ukraine.
She circled back.
Joining the conversation all morning long this morning is Fox Business's Dagan McDowell and Fox News contributor Liz Peek. Ladies, it is wonderful to see you both this morning. Dagan, this is not hard to check. These are numbers that are documented every month, and it is clear that inflation is among the worst inflation in the world here in America. So what he said in that interview, once again, is false. We have a graphic showing all of the countries with a lower inflation rate than the United States, and yet he keeps pushing out these falsities, just like you said the other day. The U.S. economy is the fastest growing in the world.
And one thing that we need to bring back to people used to be so tired of Trump saying something about how China are becoming fat cats off of us. But this gentleman just named all these other countries with lower inflation than the United States. I'm talking about we run the world. I don't think y'all fully understand that. The United States run the world. That's how much we go hard, bruh. We run it. So when you got Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Israel, Saudi Arabia, India, China, and Japan doing better than us, come on, bruh. We got to do something. We got to go back to we got to take some people off the daggone floor and pull somebody from the bench to go out there and play, because whoever's out there right now ain't going to do the job. They're not doing a job right now. That's why a lot of people right now, like whoever served, or what's her name, Susan Rice, whoever she is, I think that she's being prepped right now to be the next person to be introduced to as a Democratic candidate in 2024. Nobody wants to ride with Biden anymore when it comes to him being the president. Nobody. He's done. He's done. I mean, I think it's because he's old and he's not able to lead properly. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to give him no excuse or anything. Everybody got their cross to bear. At the end of the day, I think he walked into a good situation, and now things are not as good, and they have two things that they want to continue to blame on what's happening in the country. And that's garbage. It's garbage. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking.
No, it's not. We're in a contraction.
We need to accept that the commander in chaos is just going to keep lying about this. They show...
She petty. Commander in chaos. You are so petty, ma'am. Who said that? You are petty. Jesus don't like pettiness. It says it in, I don't know what scripture it says it in, but I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it.
Accept that the commander in chaos is just going to keep lying about this. They show no... evidence that they're going to change the falsehoods that they're peddling to the American people. But it doesn't even matter what the inflation rate is in all these other countries. Joe Biden is the president of the United States.
Thank you, young lady. I'm glad she said that. Please run it back. Say that one more time. That's the most important part right there. You keep on bringing up other people. If my wife come to me and tell me that I need to take out trash, I can't point across the street and be like, well, Eddie never take out trash. Mr. Buddy never take out trash. Mr. Joe right across from us, he don't take out trash either. So, you know what I mean? We ain't the only household that's getting piled up with trash. What about them? What about Mr. Howard? Huh? What about Miss Washington? Huh? What about Miss Colleen down the street? No, I cannot start saying, well, we all got, that's like back in the day when we used to do little outlandish things as children, just trying to get chased by the police. Yeah, we used to do crazy things like throw rocks at taxi cars and stuff like that. Yeah, fun times in the hood. And then we'll get chased or something, and one of us get caught. This is 7 of us. 6 of us get away. 1 of us get caught. And then when 1 of us get caught, we like, but you, hey, Barry and Va and Sam and Beans and Leo and Wayne and what about them? They was throwing rocks too. You just blaming me? Everybody else was throwing rocks. We look like some sucker, man. We don't sound very strong like that. Come on, young lady, bring it back.
Falsehoods that they're peddling to the American people. But it doesn't even matter what the inflation rate is in all these other countries. Joe Biden is the president of the United States.
Exactly.
Do something about it.
Thank you.
He won't, but again, him talking about all these other nations, nobody gives a flying flip. He's the head of the United States.
I thought she was about to say it. It sounded like she was about to say it. I wish you would have. Because guess what? You know what? I think Trump would have said it. That's why people love Trump so much.
Flying flip.
Say it.
He's the head of the United States. Cut the spending. Make it better. He won't.
Unfortunately, they are doubling down on spending, Liz. You've got Chuck Schumer right now in meetings with Joe Manchin trying to get him to buy in on another reconciliation package.
Oh, my God, you see this? Hold up, right before this, eggs up 32%. Eggs are up 32%. Oh, bacon. Oh, I love bacon.
And you wrote so eloquently just the other day, it's not just Joe Biden, it's an entire cabinet that seems to be inept.
Yeah. Well, I think Joe Biden is in a box because, in fact, it was reckless spending that ignited inflation here in the United States. We led the world into this terrible situation we find ourselves in. And Joe Biden's only recourse, his only resolution or proposal to fix it is more spending. So they can't admit the initial problem.
Hold on, guys. I apologize. This is a learning opportunity for me. So I'm looking at the inflation rates as they go up. And God dang, sheesh. So when he was inaugurated, it was at 1.4. And then when he signed a $1 trillion infrastructure package, it went to 6.8%. Russia invades Ukraine. So take that away, young lady. So Russia invades Ukraine, then it's already at almost 7, but is at 7.9% then. And then 8.3. Come on, bruh. Come on, man. That's crazy. It didn't go across like that. It went 1.4, 2.6, 6.8 because he was spending. Where in the hell are we getting all this money? Are we printing this? I thought when we print money that it's just like new money. Well, apparently I'm wrong, and Joe Biden probably feels the same type of way. Like, nah, this is new money. Somebody hasn't taught him any economics either because this is crazy.
They can't admit that the American Rescue Plan of $2 trillion was too much on an already fast-growing economy. So they're in a pickle. They have no answers. And it's not just this. I mean, what's incredible to me is that the lies just keep on spooling out, whether it's talking about how consumer debt is going down. No, it's not. It's going up. Or savings are going up. No, it's going down. I mean, the problem is America has lost faith in this president, and that's a tough place to be when you're trying to rally the animal spirits to overcome what looks like an impending recession.
Yeah, I think he would get support if he was honest and he had a plan to fix it. People would say, okay, he recognizes the issue, he's got a plan to fix it, and yet he doesn't have a plan, keeps doubling down on this notion of spending is not to blame, and people understand that's just not true.
And that's the problem. Honesty. Administration lack integrity. It's a difference if the information that you don't want to release to the public is purely confidential. That's completely that's a difference right there. Although the American people have a right to know. But if you're going to tell us anything, come on, man. It's like sitting down at a dinner table with your family. If the bills are, if we're struggling, tell us so we don't believe that we can just go out and spend money frivolously anymore. Tell us what the issue is. Like, just let us know. We're your family. Joe, we are your family. Like, just in case, contrary to your belief, although these are Fox and the conservatives are your competitors because they would like to have a conservative in office because recent history has shown that the country does better, a lot better financially when a conservative is in office. So, but we are all family. So you constantly lying to your family. You constantly feeding us sugar honey iced tea and telling us it's cookies. that doesn't fly well. It doesn't set well. It doesn't feel good. It causes people to lose trust in you, to lose trust in the system. So at some point, and send Karine out there with some good daggone, something good to say, some real answers. Just tell them the same thing. Just tell them the same thing. They're gonna ask you in different ways, but tell them the same thing. It's like in press release reporter school, whatever they called, I don't know. Tell them you don't have to answer their questions. Dance around their questions. They're just gonna try to, get you all clipped up. Just, you gotta be real shifty out there. You gotta be clever. This video clearly showed that the COVID, like the money that he was spending, was the biggest problem. Because once we got to the COVID relief bill, he added $1.9 trillion to that. He signed 1.9 trillion. Listen to me, trillion. And then signed $1 trillion for an infrastructure package. And then they proposed another $4 trillion for a budget plan. What? What's going on, man? What am I missing? Okay, I'm completely out of it. I don't know how we do this thing called running the country, so I'm just going to stay in my lane. I'm going to relax. Before we go, I want to read a message that someone sent to me, and it reads, I chanced onto your YouTube site a while back and became intrigued with this content. Please be careful. You are becoming dangerously close to accepting right-wing conservative dogma that is ultimately dangerous to the hardworking, unmoneyed, and to democracy. With that said, please let me know whatever it is you want me to know in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I'm Van, and now we are all the LFR family. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video, hopefully inside the Patreon as well. You all have been amazing. Love y'all. Bye.